Hey everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing part 2 for this mini book. The first video, I kind of showed you how I mapped out my photos for an entire vacation and wound up with, I think, close to 60 photos in this mini book. So now I'm going to put together the first few pages. I won't be doing journaling. I will save that to the end and then I'll just add it throughout the book. Right now I am starting with a little torn bag and just tearing a piece of it for my cover. I just thought it would be something fun, something a little different, and I'll try to use it again somewhere else in the spread. So I put a little border of that and then a car right above it. My next thing will be to stagger 2 photos on the road. Leave a comment if you take on the road photos. I'm sure you do, but I feel like I take a million and then I'm like, what do I do with all these photos? So I just kind of picked my 2 favorites, one with like the pretty clouds and the mountains, and then another one that said, "Welcome to Nevada." And I will call that good enough. I also stamped "On Our Way," but didn't like it on the actual mini book, so I stamped it on a piece of paper. I'll also add in 2 of the sticker phrases, one that says "Adventure Time" and then "Ready to Go." And then I'll move on to my next page, which was all about the animals at the exhibits. So I'm excited to put that together. I also clipped a piece of scratch paper to that cover in case the ink was going to transfer to the other front cover, if that makes sense. I didn't want any ink transferring. Decided to use one of those fun sticker tags that I never use because I'm always worried I'm going to use the wrong pin. But since I'll be using some clear sticker paper for journaling, I should be fine with no smearing, obviously, right? Because it's going to be sticker. So I'm stamping a few phrases like "Cool New Spot" and "Let's Go." I was going to stamp "Adventure Time," but decided that I would just use the sticker. I also took these striped paper and cut, like, I want to say 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, a really tiny strip at the bottom, so that way I could kind of tie both pages together and also introduce all the colors of this kit, since I'll be trying to use most of the colors, if not all of the colors. Just going for the whole Adventure Time color scheme. For the 2 stamped phrases, I'll put one down in the bottom left corner and another one up with the yellow sticker tag. I wind up putting it in kind of a weird spot, so eventually I'll have to move it because it's not going to leave me enough room for my clear sticker journaling. Also added in a little bit of stamping with a pattern stamp, and I'll leave the link for that in the description. I use those all the time, you guys know that, but this one in this case reminded me of animal spots and I loved it. And the little collection of photos for the animals I just love. Like I said in the other video, we all loved this zoo. It was such a cool zoo to have outside, you know, and we just had a great time getting out of the house. I really loved these 2 photos of these 2 particular animals, the deer and the lion, so I knew that they were going to be their own page. And I loved the yellow paper with it, but I felt like it was going to take away from the photos. So I thought, why not just use my 1-inch circle punch, and that'll give me the pop of yellow. And it turns out to be one of my favorite pages so far in making this book. I add another piece of that bag, torn edge, and then I will layer on my stamps as I go. I took one of the recent Kari Stiles stamps. It's about photography and has a camera and the crop image. I took memories and I layered that at the bottom along with a kind of dashed line and stamped that 2 times. I'm also going to open the flap where the lion photo is and stamp these same dashes up there as well. And again, like I said, I will add some type of journaling or something to this page. Sometimes when I journal, it's not so much like we did this and we did that and we enjoyed this. Sometimes I'll ask the kids questions about the trip, or I'll even do some research about the place and write down that, or some fun facts about the place, but something like that beyond just who, what, when, where, and why. So for my design, I go with the classic 3 points of visual interest, half circle on the deer photo, and then another one in the top left and another one down in the right corner. I will layer on a camera from the Kari stamp set, and I'm also going to layer on a sun as well, and a little phrase that says this exact moment. And I love Kari Stiles stamp sets. They are just so fantastic, so fantastic. Speaking of Kari, I will be having another Everyday Explorers video on Friday because there is July releases on Friday, so Project Life will be on Saturday. And I said last week that Project Life on Saturdays seems to be working better. So I think going forward, we'll just have Project Life on Saturdays. So you'll have more Everyday Explorers to look forward to coming on Friday. As you can see, I have kept going with my stamping, and I am stamping Here's the Story as a big, bold statement piece for this page, and I used my foam sheet to get a better crisp impression, which I liked that much better, obviously, right? We like clear, crisp stamp impressions. I layered it over the brown strip and also the white background just to kind of tie the two together and, you know, bring them together. And I also did love this place, and since Here's the Story was more pushed to the right, I did love this place pushed to the left. Now I'll add in my final little stamp with from the Kari Stiles stamp that says remember this. So I absolutely love how this page came together with the little pops of yellow and all the different phrases that I was able to add in. Also put here's what we did today on the inside of the journaling card. All right, so this is the goats. I mean, these goats were hilarious. I think anywhere you go where you feed goats, they're just funny animals. They're just really funny and funny looking, right? I don't know. Leave a comment too if you like goats. Do you like goats or do you just find them weird? I find them a little weird, but kind of cute. So this time I remembered to get out my foam sheet so that way I could stamp a crisp image. I stamped this was the best, trip highlight, and I think one other phrase that says totally enjoying this right now, and then an arrow that says this. So all my little stamped phrases on paper, and then I can go ahead and fussy cut those out. I also have currently obsessed with. So I just love this place, and I'm pretty sure it is an animal sanctuary because we really like to go to animal sanctuaries that do good things with animals because we just love animals. Like even my daughter wants to be a zoologist, and she is so excited to have any time at a zoo, and she loves talking about as animals, and we watch documentaries all the time. Like right now, our current documentary that we are watching is based in Australia. It's the biggest zoo in Australia, so we really enjoy watching that. I took the trip highlight and attached that or adhered it over to some negative space on the photo collage and put currently obsessed with the llama. The llama was my son's like new best friend, so it was awesome. I am finishing up this spread with just the totally enjoying this, and that'll be it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there, and those are the first few pages. I hope you have enjoyed. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. All right, have a great day. Bye.